Good morning, peaceful rising, rich rising, to all my elevators. This has been one of the most trying, I guess you could say, curse or traumatic experience that has hit my family, and that is that of suicide. I don't talk much about suicide and the implications that come with it, the darkness that's associated with suicide, but it's something that I have been experiencing for the last 7 years in my family, where someone commits suicide. So just Wednesday, I had a cousin that was 20 years old that committed suicide. And, because I have a very different view of death, I don't believe that death is for the person that's lying in the casket. I believe death is for the people who are living. And when I say like it's for them, I mean it's for us, to do a pulse check, to see how can we move differently? How can we, look at that person's life and what can we take away from it and apply it to our today? But more importantly, death says to me that you get one life. Do I believe that your spirit and your aura lives? Absolutely. Do I believe that we have spirit animals and spirit guides that continue to spread, our love and our goodness around to those loved ones that we leave behind? Absolutely. But we get one life, one. And in that one life, that's why people say live it to the fullest, because suicide doesn't have a face. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a degree. It doesn't have a creed. It doesn't have a sexual orientation. When death calls your name, it calls, and we have to answer. So whatever, my cousin was going through, he answered the call. He took his own life. And it's more of his siblings that have taken their life, or an uncle or a cousin of his that has taken his life. But it's so many in the family that I feel like it's a curse that's over my family. So when I think about my mental health and my peace, if it costs me my peace, it's entirely too much. The price is too high. So recently, I reconnected with a childhood friend or whatever. And initially, I thought this person was, very cool and, a good-hearted person, I guess you could say. And we started to, bump heads on several things. And I noticed that, it would be said that I don't like for him to call me out, or I don't like to be exposed or shown myself, which is not true. Anytime my path crosses with someone, God is showing me. Everybody that's in my circle or who have been in my circle, God shows me myself in that person. So whether it's something I don't like, whether it's something I need to work on, whether it's something I need to continue to do, that's a good thing. Spirit puts people in my life to show me. That's the way that I learn. That's the way that I grow. So this person always finds the negative in things. I used to be that. I was her. Now I live a life where the glass is half full because I feel like there's always something to smile about. And considering what I've been going through with my family, I definitely have to adopt and keep that ideology that there's always something to smile about. There's always something to be grateful for. So when you have people who compromises your peace, while I understand that you may feel like being rough and tough and handling, a person abruptly like that to show them or to expose them, that's not always the best approach. It's not always the best time. You never know what a person is going through. So in my mind right now, I can't hear the negativity because I have other things that are pressing. Yes, I can see me all the time. I have people in my circle that will call me out. I have people in my circle that'll say, now, you weren't supposed to do that. Or how can you say that? How can you? I have that. I'm challenged. I'm also well aware that people won't always agree with my outlandish comments. Like he brought to my attention, I made the post on Facebook about if you want a hybrid woman, someone who cooks and cleans and pays bills, her mate need to match her and to be that as well. He says, well, our grandparents been cooking and cleaning all day. I don't know about your grandmother, but my grandmother didn't work. So she could cook and clean and pay the bills and do whatever else he needed her to do. But if I'm expected or required, or I go to work and I pay bills, when I come home, we have to have shared responsibilities. That's just it. So the way, the economy and the world is set up today, there are a lot of women who work and have families and sustain and maintain their families. And with that means that when we come home, we got to share the responsibilities at home. So I don't think it's a big deal. I just think that right now at the space, that I'm in, it's just not healthy and conducive for me to talk to someone who's always pointing the finger. You need to do this. You should be doing this. You got to do this. And you need to play chess. As smart as you are, you can't play chess. We have different interests. We have different likes and desires. I don't desire to learn how to play chess. While you was playing chess, I was going to school. While you was, building your businesses and having kids or whatever, I was living my life. While you were doing whatever you were doing, it's okay to be on different pages, but it's the approach, it's the way you say things to people that can compromise their peace. You never know the state that a person is in. I never would have guessed that Jalen would have committed suicide. Never in a million years would have guessed that he committed suicide. Never. He was the life of the party. He was full of life. He was so handsome. He 20 years old. He had his entire life ahead of him. And to take it through a misunderstanding or pressure or not having, this life that he thought he should have, not having the type of parents that he thought he should have. You never know what a person is going through. So it is very important to be delicate with people. It's a way to talk to people. It's a way to handle people. It's a way to have a conversation, even a hard conversation. It's a way to do that without being offensive, without being passive aggressive, without being ugly. So to be honest, the place that I'm in, people can talk to me, people can expose me, people can show me, but it has to be done in a way that I can receive it, or otherwise I won't hear. And it's the same thing for other people. Who knows if a conversation that my cousin had caused him, or the inability to not be able to process those emotions and feelings, because ultimately I feel like our decision is ours. We have a choice, and we don't have to choose an out. We don't have to choose anger. We don't have to choose ridicule. We don't have to choose malicious intent. We don't have to choose passive aggressive behaviors. We can learn to master our emotions. But what this interaction with this, you know, former friend did, and this has happened 2, 3, 4 times that we have had, you know, situations like this. And what it has done, it has shown me areas where I need to grow, but it has also shown me areas that I have grown from, because I no longer do people like that. I used to, you know, so it made me be grateful to see me, to see the growth, and then the areas, you know, to continue to grow in. But that dynamic and that interaction with that gentleman, you know, really cost me my peace on a couple of occasions and days. And right now, the space that I'm in and what's going on with my family, I can't deal. And when I said, I told him that I couldn't deal, he was like, that's immature. That's very childish of you. You can call it what you want, my boy, but I can't. Right now, it's just not the time. It's not the time nor the place for me. There are just other pressing things. So the moral of the story is, when things cost you your peace, you have a decision to make. Do I continue to engage? Do I cut ties? You never know where a person is in their life. So try to handle people with kid gloves. Be easy, be gentle, be kind, be understanding, show compassion. Continue to pray for people, to continue to keep people lifted. I can't express it enough. There's another friend of mine, his name is Trent. He's gone too. People are dying left and right. So I'd be damned if I allow somebody to come in and cost me my peace. You can call it running, but there's an approach to this. You don't just roughhouse me, bend me over, and tell me that I'm going to take this and take. No, you got the wrong somebody. Keep dealing with who you've been dealing with, because I'm not her. And you can't handle me like that. So if it costs me my peace, man, the price is too high. It's too high. Always consider the space that somebody could be in. Always consider it. Hello, gorgeous. So I'm about to have my morning tea, and also, you know, do my morning rituals and meditation. But guys, just be careful. Like, it's the holidays. These people are without loved ones on the holidays. Like, it's real out here. So be very, very careful. Show love. Show love. Show compassion, understanding. Be quick to forgive. Be quick to kiss and make up. Yeah, like, it's hard out here. It's really hard out here. So until my next video, elevators, like, I know usually I come with, you know, a positive nugget and always, you know, uplifting and everything. And that is the energy. Like, I want you to take something positive away from this. Even though I've experienced a death, I still want you to be able to walk away with the true essence of the video, which is being kind. If, you know, different things cost you your peace, it's too much. The price is too much. It's too high. It's too expensive. You have a decision to make. But suicide is a real thing. Suicidality is like, it's real. It's real. And it is definitely hidden my family, one person at a time, over the last couple of years. So it's been tough, to say the least. So until my next video, elevators, stay elevated, stay prayed up, keep people around you that you love, that love you, that you can, you know, fuel and they can fuel you. There's some reciprocity there. There's some give and take. I love you all. So until my next video.